Does your aim look like this? But your still hearts like bronze? You know, whenever I see a comment that talks about how they would be above gold if their teammates weren't bad, I try and resist breaking my own monitor. Many low elo players think highly of themselves for their frags and also their aim. This is because in low elo, only your aim matters. However, if you want to get out of low elo, then you need to start improving other mechanics and stop relying on just your aim. I guarantee you that there are a few golds out there that have better aim than some immortals, but they can't seem to get out of low elo. That's because there's so much more to the game than aim. Your movement, your game sense, and your mental matters as well. There are also many small things to fix, which I'll go over as well. I'm also going to talk about the simple tricks that helped me hit Immortal 3 just at the age of 14. But before we get into the video, only around like 3% of you guys are actually subscribed, so if you enjoy content like this, just consider subscribing. We recently hit 2,000 subs, so it'd be amazing to hit 5,000 before summer starts. Also, I'm going to start a series where I use one agent from Gold all the way to Immortal, so leave a comment on which agent I should use down below. I'm going to be streaming all of this and more on Twitch, so consider following me on that as well. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Enjoy the rest of the video. Now, the truth to getting better is just so simple, you're gonna be surprised on how you never had thought of it. If you consume lots of Valorant content, I'm sure you've seen videos talking about things like, this simple setting will get you Radiant, or maybe change your crosshair to this to hit Immortal. Thing is, everything about that is preference. And also, half of what you see on these montages are all diamond players farming unrated clips, so don't believe everything you see online. Now, I won't say that this simple trick will help you get to Immortal, but I can guarantee you that it will help you climb some rank. The trick is to just play more. Have you ever heard the quote, Rome wasn't built in a day? Well, unfortunately, you aren't Rome. But point is that you aren't gonna improve suddenly from one change. And yes, I know I made a video called Can't Rank Up, just use True Stretch, but that was just a buzzword that I needed to get clicks on the video. Also, True Stretch is just a preference. You also need to know that you're only gonna ever improve by actually playing the game. Your mechanics, your game sense, and just about everything is going to improve if you actually play the game. However, you can't just get on and play 15 death matches and get off. You need to play competitive to actually play against better players and improve yourself. But this isn't the only way to improve at Valorant. I know you want to do so quickly or without playing the game a lot, so I got you. Although aim is a very important mechanic of ranking up, your other mechanics are even more important. But what are mechanics? Your movement, crosshair placement, and last and definitely least, aim. And why do I say aim is last? This is because aim is only a last resort that you need. Remember that I said some golds have better aims than some immortals? Well, I wasn't joking. Even though having great aim is useful, you can only capitalize on that once you have good crosshair placement, movement, utility usage, and also great game sense. But how do you improve the rest of these? First off, movement. You can master strafing, air strafing, and all of the peaks. I made an entire movement guide, which I'll leave under this video in the description. But wait, before you watch that video, you need to know that just movement won't get you to Immortal. You also need game sense, which I would argue is the most important skill set in Valorant. You can improve game sense mainly from playing the game, but by thinking while playing the game. You can notice and learn from things happening around you in game, and use it to your advantage. You can also watch pro play to see and learn from what they're doing. However, pro play is very different from ranked in Valorant, so don't expect the things you watch to work in ranked. Next, we have crosshair placement. This one is rather simple. If you guys get confused on crosshair placement, just know that there are lines all across the maps of Valorant that tell you exactly where the crosshair should be placed. Also, you can simply learn crosshair placement by playing the game a lot more. Now, before we get into my tips and tricks, I want to talk about a topic called don't crouch. I've seen many videos telling the viewers to unbind crouch to rank up, but that is just simply not true. Crouching is an essential mechanic in Valorant, and there's no point in removing it. Think about it. Why would the developers add something that isn't meant to be used in game? Oh wait, instead of removing it, you need to master it. You need to know when to crouch and when to not crouch, specifically in long range gunfights. In my opinion, crouching is really only useful in closer gunfights. In longer gunfights, you need to jiggle or counter strafe in order to accurately hit the enemy while being harder to hit. Crouching and spraying will only make you a stationary target and make your spray go crazy. Next, I want to talk about preference. I see hundreds of people asking for someone's sensitivity or resolution in the comments of a video. Copying another player's settings, sensitivity, or resolution won't make you a better player. Other than asking for settings that help with FPS, of course. What I've noticed is the video you see online is very different from the game you play. For example, when you see a clip online that has a nice crosshair resolution, it has gone through multiple steps of editing, and it has been rendered to a lower quality to fit your device. Even if you copy these settings, you won't be able to get your game to look exactly like that person's game. You need to use what's comfortable with you and not comfortable with somebody else. Nevertheless, these little things won't help you rank up. I recommend you find a crosshair or sense and just stick with it. Finally, we have some simple tricks that can help assist you in climbing the ranks. First off, calm your ego down, bro. I know you think that you can't rank up because of your teammates and that you're an egoist that can peek everything. No, bro. I used to think like this and I wondered why I couldn't rank up. I realized that if you can just stop overheating, rounds can be saved so easily. Play time and play for the bomb. Sometimes having an ego can be useful, but most of the times it does more harm than good. Another thing that I recommend is to learn to care less. If your teammate gives you criticism in a rather rude way, try and accept it. Arguing will only bring down your team morale more, which will probably lead to a loss. I usually cannot stand when that one insta-lock tells me to play smokes, but in order to win, I lock smokes. It's really the simple things that can help you win, but these simple things are way easier said than done. For your mental sake, learn to stay calm as well. If you aren't calm, then you play irrationally. When you play irrationally, then you don't play well. It is important to keep calm and collected, even if it's hard to do so. The last trick I'm going to talk about is to not play Valorant. But Rice Lover, you just told us to play Valorant more to improve. Well, I didn't mean it like that. You need to find a balance in between playing games to improve and also playing games to the point where you don't want to play anymore. What I've noticed in playing games is how I progressively get worse throughout the day. Usually my first game on is the best game I play in the day. However, this could be completely different for everyone else, so I don't recommend trying this. But I just wanted to share it because it helped me hit Immortal. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed, I would appreciate a follow on the Twitch. Thanks for watching. Bye!